Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you every fucking game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3! Win!
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Mikey. That is Tommy. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, Mikey? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to all of Bill's Mafia out there. Raven for life. Is that true? That can't be true. If it is, that's funny shit. And hey, it is what it is.
Tommy's starting beef.
Stirring it up. Stirring it up.
Tommy's starting the drama. The
That's
drama.
right.
Just like the NFL playoffs is getting ready to start. You want to hear something wild?
Let's hear it.
The Ravens are listed as a 20-point favorite over the Browns this weekend.
I know. I saw and I don't buy it. They're going to win, and they're probably going to win by at least 10-13, which is still a lot. Like, listen, the Browns are so freaking bad with that guy starting. I forget his name. DTR, is that his name? Whatever you call him. He is awful.
Okay.
So, yeah, as long as he is the starting quarterback for the Browns.
He's not.
It's going to be Winston?
Bailey Zappi. It's going to be Bailey Zappi.
Oh, even worse. I don't even know if that's better. I don't know. I mean, Zappi, well, maybe they get – you know what? The Browns might do a little better with Zappi because the other guy was terrible. I mean, that was probably one of the worst, quarterback play I've ever seen by that guy. Terrible.
Yeah. C-Bot said, now you're acting like you weren't just in the chat. What chat are you talking about?
I'm here. I don't know. Yeah. 13, baby. Let's get it up to 14. I have no idea. It wasn't me, bud, because I don't, whatever chat you're talking about, I don't go in anybody's YouTube streams, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I love it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
I don't know. Again, I don't have a problem with
I have no
fanatics,
idea
but
what they're
whatever.
talking about. Hey, it is what it is, man.
It is what
they
it
don't like
is.
it.
Yep.
They don't like it. They don't like it.
Yeah.
It's just not them.
Love the new
Once again.
background, Tommy.
Hey, thank you. You know what? I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna wait till somebody says something. I just did it today. Actually, 5 minutes ago? I'm like, hold on, Mikey. I got something playing here. I appreciate you.
Fanatics live right now. Play Durant live. They addressed it. Okay.
Oh, this is great. I gotta watch it. If that's true, I'm for sure gonna watch it. That's fucking unbelievable. By the way, I do want to say this, and we'll move on from this subject because Mikey's uncomfortable a little bit with it. But I did have a lot of comments on that video. It wasn't just about Fanatics on that video. It was about a lot of, and that's why I put some Buffalo Bills content creators. And this is totally on me. This is not on Mikey. This is what I believe. But I got a lot of good comments. I got to be honest with you. A lot of people feel the way I felt and were happy that I put that video out there. And listen, not everyone's going to agree with what I had to say there, and I'm okay with that. So that's what I'm going to say about that, and that's it. And we move on. But Mikey, once again, though, Mikey had nothing to do with that video.
I like the Bills content channels.
Yeah.
I'm not one to talk about other content channels.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, to each their own. You know, Tommy
But
felt a certain way on Christmas and said what he said.
Oh no, I mean, I listen. This is what we got. It's our channel, Mikey. Right? We can say what we want, pretty much. If you know, I had a feeling, like I had something to say, and I'm going to say it. I don't bite my tongue here. Neither do you, for the most part. We've covered some sticky situations here with Matt Ariza, you know, that some people wouldn't touch. We did. So just throwing that out there, like we don't hold back. At least I don't. Mikey is a little bit more better than I am on that.
Political, more PC.
Yeah. But listen, I'm gonna say what I feel, man. And if people don't like it, I totally understand. And I'm not. I want to say this to you real quick, and we'll move on. I don't want to make you guys feel like you have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's fine too. Like, I'm not trying to like make you go, oh, F them, forget them. Like, that's not what the point of the video was. It was just to express my feelings about them and other channels.
It's all good. All right, let's start with around the league, and then we'll get into some Bills news because we got some Bills news today. So we started with the Ravens listed as a 20-point favorite over the Bailey Zappi-led Browns, which is wild to me. The Rams are going to rest all their key starters.
Oh,
Does that surprise you?
No. The Rams are? Oh man.
Because they
that does. They clinch, but aren't they? Are they still able to go up or down if they lose? Like, depending.
No, they're locked.
So they're locked. So no. Then it doesn't surprise me, and it sucks because I picked them to win.
Jimmy G may be able to do something.
That's true, and Jimmy G is not bad, but you got to remember, if they're resting Stafford, they're probably resting other starters too. So,
but it makes you wonder if you're going to see some backups in Seattle as well.
That is true too, because, and they are still playing in LA, right? We'll see. It might be a close game. It is what it is. My parlay's in. But yeah, that's a little surprising. I mean, not real surprising now that you told me they didn't really have anything to gain or lose in that game. So,
yeah. So going down, the Jets interviewed former Titans coach of Vrabel.
Oh, okay.
Why would you want to go to that mess?
High five.
I would not. Listen, I am. If I am an NFL coach right now, that's the last team I want to go to. If I'm the Jets, I'm probably looking for I'll be honest with you, a guy that hasn't gotten the job. That's probably the only guy that's like hasn't been a head coach. Maybe an offense coordinator, defense coordinator, a college coach, somebody looking for an opportunity. But if you're a previous coach with good experience and as a winning coach, F that, dude. I'm not trying to ruin my ruin my legacy or whatever as a head coach going to coach that dumpster fire. No, I'm good. I'll pass on that. Like Rex Ryan, to be honest with you, I know he's getting interviewed. That might be a better pick for them for now until maybe and see what happens until they find a better coach. Because Rex Ryan, you know what you get from him. He was there before. He did get you to the playoffs. I don't think Jets fans would totally hate it. But what legacy is he going to ruin? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, if I'm them, I try out Rex Ryan for at least 2-3 years, see what you get out of him. Worst case, what? You fire him. It's the same thing they did over the last 2-3 seasons with different coach. So that's what I would go, but we'll see what they do.
I'm with you on that. Tom, thank you. Appreciate the love.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Tom.
Linda has some advice for you.
Okay.
Wait till game day for your parlays, dumb.
Thank you. I know. You know what though? It's tough for me because sometimes you get these boosts, and they kind of force you to. But I agree. Sometimes I do. Now I will say this: I do place bets on game day as well because you're right. You never know who's starting or got hurt or is questionable, whatever. But I do some early parlays. But I will say 3 weeks ago, Mikey knows I hit every game. I hit every single game, so I'm not bad. The Colts, by the way, screwed me last weekend. The only team.
Leave it to the Giants to just.
I cannot believe that. Parlay. Goodness gracious.
Oh man, Pat McAfee went off on him.
Yeah, I would too. What? How do you lose to the Giants? And not only lose, get pretty much walloped. I mean, they scored 40-something points on them. And you're right, Carl. Week 18, like I was looking, I was like, oh, this is a dreadful week to bet.
It's not a good week to bet because so
not
many
a good
people are gonna be
week.
yanked.
It isn't, but
So
there is some games in play though.
Yeah. So our buddy Raven for Life's in here. So I got to ask him.
Yeah, what's up, Raven?
20-point favorites over the Browns. At what point do you guys pull Lamar and team? Is it at halftime when you guys are up 35 points?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I would, if I'm up
because
by
they won't have a bye, so I don't think they want to play them all the way through.
And they're playing for position too, right?
Yeah, they're playing for the division tomorrow.
Oh, then you're right. The division because Pittsburgh
they play
right,
first, and then Pittsburgh plays second against Cincinnati.
Golly, man. If I'm I'm just going by how the game flow is going. If Cleveland's offense is generating nothing, and you're up 17, let's say, I'm pulling them. Maybe even 14, Mikey. If Cleveland's offense is just how it's been in a total funk, no score, 3 points by halftime. Yeah, bro. Like it's you pull Lamar. You don't test that. That's my opinion, but
yeah, I mean it's wild. It's wild. I bet $5 on touchdowns. Coleman, Cooper, Cook made 210. Nice. There you go.
Okay.
That's the way to do it. Just do the props.
That's nice.
That's one way to bet.
Nice.
That is one way to bet. That's nice.
I've never got a touchdown bet. I've come close, but they're tough, man.
Right, Cody. Y'all live, but hating on someone else's live, weirdos. Okay,
Cody.
Okay.
Hey, but you're in here.
Appreciate you coming by and checking us out.
Yeah.
He said they're not talking about you. Don't listen to them. Okay.
Y'all funny.
Cleveland starting Zappy. Good luck with that. Right?
I will say those. He's better than the other guy. Absolutely. Roy, did you see DTR?
Wow.
Holy shit, is he bad?
I
mean, my God.
Starting Winston.
I heard he got hurt. That's what I heard. He got hurt, but I don't. Is it the reason? They benched him, right?
Picks and then they benched him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. That's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
I don't get it because DTR was terrible.
I
haven't seen a guy get so many flags for what's that flag called when they throw the ball away? I'm trying to think. I can't believe I had a brain fart. When the defense is about to get a sack, they intentional grounding. He did so many intentional groundings versus the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this guy is so bad, bro. I've never seen so many.
Oh God. Most Jets want Vrabel. I bet they do. Vrabel is a culture changer. And that's what they need there. But I don't know why Vrabel would want to go there. Vrabel's, now that Belichick is, in college, Vrabel's kind of like the front runner for, most of these jobs.
I would not touch that job.
With a 10-foot pole.
No, I'm good. And their owner look what their owner did. I mean, fired their coach in the beginning of this. He didn't even let him get halfway through and fired him. Like, I don't like him. I mean, even Belichick said something about him. Even though, it was odd. Belichick ripped him, but then he supposedly had requested an interview or something like that, or he had a talk, or he wanted, that's odd. But it is what it is.
Roy, we probably get to see Milton on Sunday. That is true, Roy. I'll be interested to see what they look like. Also, I don't want to lose to them. I don't care if they get the number one pick. Let them have the number one pick. This isn't a great year for quarterbacks. There's two? Shador and Cam?
As far as I know. I'm not big into college. I watch, but I don't. But right now they say this is probably the weakest quarterback draft, in a while.
Since that EJ draft.
Yeah, so I would say, but Cam is going to be really good, guys. If the problem I worry about Cam though is he needs to go to a right team, because I still feel like he needs a little bit of work. But bro, that dude's super. He is super confident. Just his ability. I just love Cam Moore, bro. I think he's going to be really good. But if he goes to a place let's say the Jets where there's dysfunction going on. It could really ruin a quarterback. You know what I mean? So hopefully he goes somewhere where they don't have dysfunction.
Yeah. The problem with the Jets starts with the owner. Ain't that the truth?
Oh, he's terrible.
Thomas Vrabel, he's gonna want all the power. That was the problem in Tennessee. Vrabel didn't want it until they traded AJ Brown away, and then it became a real issue. Once they traded AJ Brown away, he did want the power, and it makes me wonder if that's kind of why he didn't get one last year. It's because he wanted more of the power. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Maybe the Jets give it to him. They really want it.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think they're going to get a GM. They're going to get a coach. They're going to go that route.
It's a weak draft overall this year. There's some really good backs coming out. There's some really good receivers coming out. There's some defensive tackles by the truckloads this year.
Yeah, and there's always some guys you don't really hear about too much because they're in, schools that don't get on TV a lot, but are really good players. So there's always a player coming out, more than one that is pretty good that you just don't know of yet. You'll see when the offseason hits. We go through all those people.
Yeah, and we will.
All those players.
We'll go through it this offseason. Lennon says, I like to see Mike White play. We'll get to Mike White in a minute. So let's finish around the league. Panthers linebacker Johnson concussed in car accident. That sucks.
Oh, man.
Coach said,
sorry, it ran late. I hit it, and it was like, what's going on? Go ahead.
Coach said Saints QB Carr out despite best efforts.
Jeez.
Colts QB Richardson out for season finale.
Oh, man.
Levis to get the start for the Titans, but they're going to run 2 quarterbacks during this game.
I don't even know if it's a high five. I'll do it anyways.
And then Jags Peterson knows the year was tough and it could be his last.
Oh, boy. He'll get another gig, though.
Yeah.
He's a Super Bowl winning head coach. I mean, he has that on his resume. So no matter what, that's going to follow him, no matter how bad he did there. I mean, look, Jeff Fisher got a damn job after didn't he get another job after the St. Louis team? I forget where he got hired. He was terrible. Where did he go, Fisher? You remember that, Mikey? He was hired after that, and he was so bad. Jeff Fisher. Remember, he won with St. Louis, and then he went or was it St. Louis? Where did he go that he was terrible?
He went to the Rams.
Was it the Rams?
Yeah, because he drafted Goff and went number 1 overall.
You're right. It wasn't him that won the Super Bowl. It was
McVay.
He went to the Super Bowl, right? With Tennessee. Right?
Yeah.
Correct? Right. And then he went to the Rams when they had Goff, and he was terrible, right? They wanted to fire him. And like now he's like just at home.
Mike, it ain't us. We ain't in there. So, if someone's trolling being us, I don't know what to tell them.
I don't know what to say. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Not on that part. I don't troll nobody. Not like that. I don't go chat.
Yeah. No.
I'm Prison Mike.
Jessica wants to know, do you think the Raiders job will open up? I do. I really do think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't think he's done it. Like first I was like, I liked him as a head coach, but I'm hearing supposedly John Gruden could get back in the NFL, though. I thought they blacklisted him. I thought they did. Because wasn't he suing and everything? Yeah,
still suing.
Yeah, but I've heard like rumors are floating around that he wants supposedly back. Yeah, he wants back. So and somebody will definitely give him an opportunity. He's a really good head coach.
We'll see.
I mean, unless the owners are like all together.
We got a super chat.
Oh, let's hit it.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes. Don't know who to bet on week 18. There are too many variables, way too many variables. If I'm a better, I ain't betting this week. And if I'm betting like anytime touchdowns and things like that. I'm not betting games.
I know. It was tough. I'm gonna, I'll tell you what I do like. As like if you guys are betting people, the Vikings-Lions Sunday night game is going to be a high-scoring, dynamic game. I definitely like the over. And I also like for each team to have one touchdown, one field goal. I'm sorry, one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown in the game, both teams.
Okay.
I think that's very, very possible. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know who's going to win that game. So I wouldn't pick either team. I would go with the over and do some prop bets. You know what I mean? That's what I would do, the 1-1. I mean, I would even do the field goal game. Each team scores a touchdown and field goal as well. I think that's very possible. There's going to be a lot of points on that, and they're in the dome. So that's what I would do in that game. That is definitely a game you want to.
If you're gonna bet, that's the game to bet because
absolutely
that's for the
division.
I mean.
Everyone, right? It's so important.
You know, you also want to bet. Look at an anytime touchdown for like Henry and Lamar.
You're right, you know, Henry too. Yeah, absolutely.
Henry and Lamar and 10 touchdowns. Like there's a lot of like little ones because those games are important. You know,
you want to hear a quirky one too. Because he wants it so bad, and I think this will be his last year playing. Aaron Rodgers for his 500th touchdown. I think it's 500, right?
Yeah.
Or 300, 500, something like that. Like, I think it's 500. So they're going to try to – either way, I think it's a touchdown. Yeah. They're going to try.
Do you think he walks away?
I do.
That's why 500, he walks away?
Yep. I think that's why this game's super important for that. Like, I think he's going to try to go out with a bang. I think the Jets are going to – swing away. Like, what do they got to lose? I really don't. Right. He's not going to be back there, right? And I think I don't think their coach is going to be back there. The fill-in. So why not? They're going to pull out all the stops. They're going to try to play spoiler, even though I think Denver beats the Chiefs. I still think that's how that game goes.
Okay.
And no Tua, by the way. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game there. I have no idea who wins that game either.
Hey guys, 2 questions. Are there any milestones in the Bills game? 2 over under on Buffalo Joe's tackles. Yes, there's milestones. 1 more rushing touchdown from James Cook. He ties O.J. Simpson's single season record for Buffalo, which nice. I hope they get him on the first drive with Josh in there. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be cool. I think Buffalo would kind of want that, you know, have someone tied with O.J. I think that'd be a great thing for them. And then over under on Andreessen's tackles, I'm going to say 12 and a half.
12 and a half, under 12 and a half or over?
The over under is set at 12 and a half.
Oh, is it? Wow. And you're going to go
No,
over?
I'm setting it.
Oh, okay.
I'm setting it at 12 and a half because he had 9 and a quarter last week.
That's true. That is a lot. Yeah, he did. He wasn't pretty. Yeah, he looked good.
He was all over the place last week.
Yeah, that's a tough one because he's going to want to be proving something too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he has a high motor. Kid has a high motor. So he might be right there. He might be right.
I'd put over under 12 and a half. Would you go over or would you go under?
Man. I'm going to go over because I think like I said, I think he wants to show the coaches that he's capable of being on this team for next year. And he just wants to show out. All right. And he's a young kid and with a high motor, like I said. So, against a bad Patriots team. So, yeah, I can see it. I'll go over. Why not? I'll play that game.
Trixon says, part of me wants the Dolphins to be in the playoffs just to crush them again. Although that would be fun. Can you imagine Dolphins fans if they actually made the playoffs? They'll be like,
oh
think about how good we would have been if we didn't lose Tua.
All right. And Tua, did you hear Tua came out today and said, for 100% sure, even if the doctors tell him no, if they make the playoffs, he's playing. And TD Finstock, because I saw it on there, and he's like, "So why aren't you? So if you don't care about the doctors and all, why aren't you playing this week?
Right?
Like it makes no sense." Which I totally agree. Like, don't act like you're a tough guy. You're going to play no matter what. Okay, if that's the case, what the hell's going on this weekend when they need you? So yeah, it's weird.
If Buffalo Joe plays at the rate he played for the 2 series, he's going to have 38 tackles Sunday. He was a one-man tackle machine last week. He really was. Chances Tommy's still disappointed if our backups beat the pass by 40. Yes. Oh yes.
I mean, I'll find something maybe, but
he'll not like. We'll be up like 40 in the third quarter, and we'll with our backups we're going to play prevent defense that soft zone.
Oh, that will piss me off. That will, or if Tyler Bass misses an extra point or something, that would drive me insane.
Kicks it out of bounds.
Oh my God, I would freak out, bro. I would freak out.
That is hilarious. What do you think about this talk about Patrick Mahomes being snubbed for the Pro Bowl?
Did he? I didn't even see who got. I only saw our guys get in. I saw Josh Allen and
Josh Lamar
Dion
and Burrow made the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes did not. For the first time in his career, he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, I don't know what his numbers are, to be honest with you, but I mean, come on. Are they bad or are they good?
No, they're not bad. They're below Josh.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, you can only have
Lamar and Burrows are.
I mean, I think you can only have so many, right? On the roster. Huh?
Yeah, you can only have 3.
Yeah, so I mean, is it? Yeah, you have to go with the guys there. Like Burrow's having a really good season, dude. You can't take that away from him. And Lamar's having a very good season, and Josh is too. You have to go. You can't. I mean, I get it. I understand they have one loss, but still, if you're going by what they did in the season, numbers wise, and yeah, you got to leave. You got to leave them off that list. Unfortunately,
Keyshawn hates the Bills and Josh Allen. Hates them.
I'm sure he does. I don't like
big time hater. Big time hater. Super chat.
Yeah. All right. Oh, let me go.
Thank you very much.
I want to hear that train sound.
Yeah.
Of the 3 teams fighting for the 7th seed, which one do you not want to see? Do any of them scare you? Go Bills. Keep the great work.
Thanks, Mike.
I'll start and then you can go, Tommy.
Yeah, no problem.
Of the 3, who do I not want to see? I'll rank them in order who I would like to play. It doesn't fucking matter.
Woo! There you go, Mike. By the way,
no, none of them scare me at all. Like, listen, everyone's talking about this high-powered Bengals offense. Did you not watch the same game I watched against Denver?
I did.
Denver had probably 15 chances to put that game away and couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong. Joe threw for 400 yards and multiple touchdowns.
Yeah.
But Denver's defense was on the field so much because that offense was so bad.
Yeah. California Mike, by the way, he's also from California, so I call him, it's a little joke I have with him. I call him California Mike. Good guy. If you don't know his channel, go over there, guys. Nickel City Mafia. Show him some support and love. But honestly, man, look, we're a really good team. I'm not scared to play anyone. You know, we shouldn't be. Is there teams that I think match up well against us? Sure. You know, I think Baltimore, I would say out of everyone right now in the playoffs, I would say they would be our toughest out. However, you got to put the Chiefs there too, because they beat us every single playoffs, you know, that we play them. So it would be Baltimore and the Chiefs right now are my 2. Everyone else, I feel like we match up well. But I think they would be dog fights, the Baltimore and Kansas City. But those 2 teams are the teams that match up well against us, I feel. But it would still be a dog fight. I don't think Baltimore steamrolls again. You know what I mean? Like if we're gonna lose, it's gonna be close. Or if we win, it'll be close. Either way.
Scott, there's trolls everywhere, brother. I don't really care. It is what it is. Like if they believe that we're in there trolling them and starting shit,
while we're live.
Yeah. Right. I don't know what to tell them.
Right.
You know, there's trolls everywhere that just like to start shit. That's what they do.
I don't care. Yeah. Clearly we're live. Like I'm not doing multiple things, and I want to do it anyway. So that and that's one thing I hate, dude. Like I do not troll. I do not go on anyone's channel and comment. Period. I unless it's something good. You know what I mean? Like so. No.
Yes, absolutely. I don't care who we play. I really don't.
By the way, you know what? You know what's pretty cool today? So Marcellus Wiley did a video today on the rushing record, and you know how that whole thing's going on right now with Dickerson and Saquon and
they're sitting
Shady. Yeah, I know, which is crazy. But
Saquon so he talked doesn't look happy about it either.
No, I'm sure he's not. But I mean, I kind of understand and I kind of don't. Like, I think you should play him because it's a record that hasn't been broken so long. And if he really wants to play, you should give him that choice. That's my opinion. That's like going to a baseball game. Someone's one home run away
or
from
they're throwing a no hitter in the ninth, but
no, but I mean, yeah. So I'm saying pulling him because he's pitch count. You know what I mean? Like it takes away from the fans as well. So it takes away from the player and the fans, right? So I don't like that. Now, if it was his decision and he's like, bro, it's just all for the team. I really don't want to. Then hey, it is what it is. Personal choice. But if he wants to play and they're resting him, that kind of sucks. But anyways, I left a comment because somebody said, or he said it too. Records are meant to be broken, and somebody said it, and I said, well, you know me, and the record I think won't be broken is the Bruce Smith record. So I wrote the whole thing on why I don't think that record's going to be broken. I said it, and he put the heart and the thumbs up. So I said, all right, Marcellus.
You like Marcellus?
You agree with that, huh? Thumbs up to that, yeah. Because he knows that is tough, guys. That's one record nobody talks about. You know why? Ain't nobody close. Nobody's sniffing it, Mikey. That's why it's not brought up.
Yeah,
at all.
Do you know how many years you have to play and be elite and not have any injuries?
Nothing. It's insane. And then I also put the amount of players that are retiring early to do podcasts now, to do commentary,
and
like
making more money in that in the media world than they were making professionally.
You know, it's funny if you type the Bruce, just for shits and giggles, guys, go on YouTube, put Bruce Smith sack record. You're going to see videos of like, what was his name for the Rams? Aaron Donald talking about it years ago, like how he wants to get it. Brant, JJ Watt, Brant, Von Miller, Brant, right? But it's all these videos of these guys going, yeah, man, my goal is, and I think I'm going to, and they weren't even.
More power to them to have the goal for it, but man,
different when you get it. Once you start getting up there in age and you suffered some injuries and you have enough money, by the way, Mikey, money too, where you can go, you know what, dude, I'm done. Right? Like I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm good. I don't want to get up and do this every day anymore. So yeah, that's another thing too.
Trick says problem is our defense is shown through if a team has great weapons, this defense gives up a lot of points. That worries me. That's why I don't want to see Bengals, Higgins, Chase would go off. That's saying Higgins is healthy enough to play. He's questionable again this week.
Man, he is so good though, bro. You know, God, he's good.
Did
they pay him yet?
No.
They didn't pay Higgins yet?
No, he's on.
They paid Chase, right? Or no?
No. They haven't paid either.
Oh man. Oh, someone's going bye-bye. I don't know how they could afford that.
Yeah. Where was it? That would be the ultimate revenge game to break the record on the team that let you go.
They should give him that opportunity. I'm shocked.
They're really.
I am really surprised.
Me too. Are you kidding me? Tommy AJS is about to go off next year.
Yeah, he's only 190 sacks away.
Right. Advisory Giants, they played Barkley out and line up goal line defense every snap. Right? Just line them up. You know, at the end of the day. What's going on, Beth? Welcome. What's funny is what Sherman said today that the Bills and Chiefs are ducking the Bengals.
How can you duck a team?
Bengals team that aren't even.
How can you duck a team? Period.
Listen,
it's not hard.
They're talking heads. What their job is to rile us up and clickbait.
Yeah,
Mina Kimes went on. Mina Kimes, who has been a huge Bills supporter, went on a rant today about blasting Josh's season and how Lamar should be the runaway freaking MVP.
Wow, weird. But that's a funny comment because this isn't boxing or MMA. You can't choose your play. How do you duck? You can't duck a playoffs. Like you play who you play. It's so stupid.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it, buddy.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah. I have to admit, Mikey, I had the Bills at 9-8 missing playoffs, so I guess house money now. Exactly. For all those people that wrote us off early, it's all house money now.
Damn, Chewy, did you really? 9-8? Yikes.
Bills by $1 million over the Patriots. Weston.
Hey, what's up, Weston? How you doing, brother? Buddy?
Yeah, they're lining up their backups too.
Yeah, I Weston, I don't think you guys win that. I just can't see it happening in Denver with your backups. Denver will beat you guys. I don't think they're going to smoke you or anything, but I just can't see if put it this way.
Could you picture
if Denver loses, that would be
Sean
the
Payton
ultimate.
choking?
Holy shit! That would be. I'm be honest.
That would be the ultimate Chiefs FU to a division rival.
That'd be worse than when we went against Pittsburgh and they had their backups in and we couldn't beat them. Remember that?
I do.
I was so fucking pissed, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, this is shameful.
That running back just ran all over us. We couldn't stop him.
Right. What do you like? If you can't be, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. So if Denver loses, they never deserve to be there. Period. I mean, just saying.
The Bengals haven't paid Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, and Henry. Oh, dude, they're
and
they have a coaching issue. I think their coach should be fired, bro. I don't care.
Well, I don't want the coach to get fired because that means Brady will probably end up there. And I don't want Brady to end up
maybe we'll see. But I think he deserves it. How about that? You don't want it, but he deserves it.
Scott, I had the Bills 20-0. I guess.
Yeah, Scott was close. Scott,
he was off by 3.
Yeah,
The dumbest commentator recently. His takes are. There's so many trash takes right now. Like this MVP whole comment has turned into a nightmare. Like it's so bad. Like
by the way, Richard Sherman
crapped all over his too.
And Richard Sherman, the guy who used to hate the media, who used to go on and like bash Skip Bayless for talking about him. But I love how these players, now they go and bash these players. Like, bro, didn't you hate what it happened to you? Now you're the guy doing it. It's so funny to me, bro.
What's the chances of the Fins making the playoffs and beating the crap out of us? You think we'll get rid of McDummy? There's no us getting rid of McDummy regardless of what happens. No. And I don't think the Fins are going to make it, first off. I think the Jets are going to beat them.
They may.
Second.
Especially when Otua. You're right, Mikey.
Second, even if they made the playoffs, I don't see them beating us.
There's no way. There's no chance. Yes. If that happened, I would be so red and I might get demonetized that post game. Dude, so yeah, no, bro. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's another thing, Robert. You know, the run game, the Bills' ability to hold the ball and keep it away from the other team's offense this year is so much better. Josh with his, being willing to play the boring football, take the underneath stuff, run, just move the chains. I can absolutely see that. I don't think the Bengals are that great. They have freaking 8 losses. And one of them to the Patriots.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Another game, by the way, that I got all right, that parlay first week of the season, and the stupid Bengals lost the Patriots. Yeah, absolutely insane. Their defense is terrible, though. Their defense is really bad this year, Mikey.
Yeah.
Their offense is keeping them around, but my God.
I'm with you on this, Triggs, 1,000%. I don't think Burrow's been special in the playoffs at all. His defense carried him in that championship year. He just made a few, clutch throws when he had to. Only team I'm worried about playing is against the Ravens. I'm not even worried about playing against the Ravens. I love the Ravens. They're good. The only team that's going to beat the Bills are the Bills. If they play our brand of football, we'll beat anybody. If we shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties and those type of things, then we're not going to win. If we play our game, we win.
Yes. And if we if we play how I want us to play, meaning get a little lead, get that cushion, I think our defense will be fine and hold on. I don't trust our defense so much, but if our offense comes out swinging, our defense can hold on early. I think there's a clear path to the Super Bowl. I do not see why we can't. The only way we don't, Mikey, is if this offense somehow sputters, and then it could be trouble. But and all indications right now, our offense is not going to. It's not going to happen. Like our offense right now is clicking, so we'll be all right.
So, Winston, do you think we lose to the Patriots? If we lose to the Patriots, you hit the 13-4, and I remember you did call us beating you guys in the regular season. Damn, but I don't think you thought you were going to be 15-1 at this point.
I didn't either. That's a really good. That's tough, man. One game. I don't care how you can not be happy with how your team's performed, but one loss is tough, Mikey, in a regular season. That is tough. Potentially 2, because I don't think they're going to beat Denver, but that's they could have beat them. You know what I mean? So if they had their starters in.
Yeah. Like, let's humor them. Let's say even if the Chiefs wanted to avoid the Bengals, they actually are playing the game that might decide it. Why the hell would he lump the Bills into it? Because they're talking heads. It's what they do.
Yeah.
Just like, Keyshawn putting the Bills at number 6 in his power rankings.
Did he really?
Yeah, he put the Ravens at like 3.
I'm so glad I don't watch this stuff, Mikey.
He's like,
I'm glad I hear.
Like, I don't believe in them.
It's so what? Why? We've beaten some.
He doesn't believe he hates Josh Allen.
Oh, okay. Well, then there it is. At least be honest and say, "Hey, I just fucking hate that quarterback." And
well, he doesn't say that, but
I'm good with
the
that.
way he talks tells you how much he doesn't.
But say it. Say it. Say your true feelings. That's fine. I can live with that.
Look like rocket science. Cam Newton makes pictures.
Bro, what's going on with him? I used to not mind him.
What's going on with these networks?
And he has just lost it, bro. Because they all want that. They all want that wild takes. You know what I mean? I don't get it, but that's what they want. That's what they're getting. That's why they're bringing guys like Cam Newton aboard on ESPN now, and all these guys with these crazy takes. It's just the way I think that's the new style of sports journalism now, or sports media. Sorry.
Tommy has to do a shot every time our broadcasters mention Lamar.
He's
drunk as hell.
I know.
I'm able to catch up on the news today. What's the deal with Tromar? Bernard is out for this week because he's nursing a quad injury, but he's been practicing all week. So
he could have played.
Fine. He could have played if he needed him.
Yeah. I want to get worried about these injury reports early. Everyone's fine. Let's be real, guy. Right now, no one's starters are probably playing, or if they play, they're going to be very on a snap count, right? Short snaps, snap count. And guys that are held out are just extra. They're just being precautious. There's no need to play them. So I wouldn't worry. I think we're going to, like I said, Monday, this is the first season in a long time since 2020 that we've gone into a postseason or playoffs with a healthy team. Yeah. So there is no excuse now.
Unless something happens this week, knock on wood.
Unless something crazy happens in practice or something. Yeah. Right.
Or in
I'm
the
with
game
you
this
there.
week because Bernard's the only one who's out, and then Samuel is questionable. Everyone else is good to go.
Yeah, but there's no excuse this time. Zero.
There was an excuse before.
We always would, not excuse, but there was always if we had this, we didn't. Yeah, we were missing this.
There's always the what if, right?
There was always the what if, right? There is not that is gone out the window now. We are full hands on deck, right? Everyone's there, so I don't want to hear it. Let's go out there, perform the way we know how to, and we can get to a Super Bowl. It's plain and simple.
Yeah.
If we don't, we won't.
Yeah. Carl comes in and says the Bills only got 2 Pro Bowl selections, but the Pro Bowl's crap. When the players vote for All Pro, it'll mean a lot more.
Oh, absolutely.
The players will never vote for All Pro. These are all media awards, and it's how the NFL likes it.
Yep.
What Bills players do you think will be All Pro that were snubbed? I don't think any Bills players will be All Pro.
Damn, I
don't think a single Bills player. I bet you Josh could win MVP and won't be All Pro.
Wow.
I bet you they're going to give it to Burrow and Lamar.
I think Josh Allen deserves an All Pro.
So do I.
MVP.
I just don't think they're going to give it to him.
But that's I'll tell you, don't they? James Cook, no. Honestly, guys, I love him, but I don't think he's.
It'll be Henry and Saquon.
Yeah. We don't have anybody else that's sticks out like that. You know what I mean? That's
Dion at tackle, but he's.
Oh, you're right. Dion might be. You're right. That might be
Tunsil and a bunch of those guys.
I'll tell you who played pretty good too, and I think he's a Pro Bowl alternate, isn't he? Our center.
Yeah.
Right, McGovern. Isn't McGovern? Okay, so he's not going to be All Pro or anything, but He's played very well.
Spencer Brown is an alternate this year.
Yes, Spencer Brown too. Spencer Brown. He won't be all pro, but he's So if there's going to be one, it'll be Josh Allen.
Yeah, it happens, brother. They just kept winning. What's the game plan to stop the Ravens? Did you put this in here? Or is the guy who was talking crap over there come over here and start?
Yeah, it has to be. That's definitely not me. Yeah, it's me. It's me.
What's the game plan to stop the Ravens?
But that's funny. That's funny. I appreciate you making your YouTube channel name, your username, Mafia Sports World. Hey, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the game plan? Run three linebacker sets.
Yeah, and try to get some stops early in the game, and start out the gate hot on offense. To be honest with you, we have to take the lead against Baltimore. You cannot play it like you did last time, where you got down early and you're trying to play comeback. It won't work, because then Baltimore will just run, and it will just absolutely destroy the clock. There will just be no time for the Bills to mount a comeback. And that's exactly what happened last game. And then we had a turnover late when we were making some kind of comeback, and it just snowballed from after that turnover. So just don't get down early and try to get a early cushion. And I think we can beat Baltimore.
Robert says, who does the ESPN dislike more, Caden Clark or Josh Allen? That's funny. Because, man, they crapped on Caden Clark a lot. We only had 2 Pro Bowl sections. I feel Cook got snubbed. It's hard to say he got snubbed, because the 3 that made it in, including Mixon, had good seasons.
Yeah,
I get Cook's TDs,
right?
But
yeah, he had a lot of TDs. Like that's the one thing I was going for him. But he had a down year as far as yards go. Like, is he going to break No, he didn't get 1,000, right? I think he's well short of that, right? What did he have? What did Cook wind up having? Let me see here. Cook. Let me look that up. So Cook was James Cook. Here he is. He had 981. If he played this game, he would have had 1,000. I mean, I don't know if he's not playing. He could be playing. So he's 20 yards away.
Because Mixon's the only one he should
Mixon's really good, bro. I don't know. I mean, I have to see. Let me see Mixon's stats. That's a good question. Joe Mixon.
Why you're looking that up?
Yeah.
Robert says, "Do you think Josh will back out of the Pro Bowl to golf? If he's not playing for the Super Bowl, yes, I don't think Josh will ever do the Pro Bowl. He did it 1 year, and they said he'd never do it again. And now it's flag football. I just don't see him doing it. And he loves to go golf. So yeah."
So Mixon had 11 touchdowns. Cook has 15. He has 993 to 981. I mean, very similar.
What's the carries?
A lot more, 240 to 197. So
really,
if you're going to look at the numbers, I mean, honestly, Cook had a better season because he had carried less,
and maybe
right? And he has more touchdowns. So, maybe you might be right. Actually, looking at, I do like Mixon. I think he's a better running back than Cook, but if you're going by what he's done production, I think Cook's had a better year. Absolutely.
Who was our other one? Allen voted starter. It was also Dion. Dion was, I believe, is the starter as well. I think it's Josh and Dion both are starters this year. But James Cook isn't dynamic enough. That's why.
No, he's not. That is correct.
Dude, Benford got snubbed.
Now that's crazy. Christian
Gonzalez didn't make it either.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now that's crazy. He is, for me, probably the best corner right now in the NFL. He's a lockdown corner. He's up there. Boy, it's close.
He's up there.
Lockdown. He's lockdown city boy.
But I think Surtain's still the best.
You might be right. But damn, I mean, it's close. So I can see the argument. And Benford's right up there too. And I think Benford's just getting better and better each season, man.
Yeah, I think he was snubbed, But Pro Bowl's like that all the time. So it's made up of a third of fan voting, a third of player voting, a third of coach voting. And that happens all the time. That's my only problem with Cook. He's not dynamic enough, but he's got the highest TDs for running backs in the league. What's crazy about Cook is, did you hear the rumblings that he's about to get paid by the Bills?
No. Is he? I didn't hear that at all.
Like the beat reporters were talking about it.
I didn't hear that, and I would be shocked. I would be very surprised if they pay him.
They were snubbed. I'll give you that. Spencer Brown is a
yes. You know what?
Really
I haven't watched it. Yeah, Callie, I meant to watch that. I'll probably watch that tonight because he was mic'd up for that last week's game. Weston.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that is.
Why are the Bills starting Josh Allen? Because he has a 114 game consecutive starting streak, and that means a lot to him.
Exactly. So it'll probably be literally like
I'm guessing
one
he
series,
one series,
maybe. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Because we did, I don't something we haven't talked about yet, but the Bills did release Moreau and sign Mike White to the 53.
Right.
And when they did that, not only did they sign him, for this year, but they signed him to a 1-year extension. So he's here for 2025.
Yep. They see the upside.
He's going to be the backup next year.
Absolutely. Cheap deal. They saw the upside. They know Trubisky is past his time, right? And yeah, he's a perfect guy. He's also been on the practice squad learning the playbook, understanding, you know what I mean? So he's going to be ready. It's not like we're just getting another player off the street that's unfamiliar with the team and the coaches. You know what I mean? It's a perfect backup quarterback to have. And he's tough kid too, young as well. So yeah, I love the signing.
Bernard, I think, is really good. I don't think he got snapped this year. I don't think he's one of the best middle linebackers because you have Bolton for the Chiefs. You have Roquan Smith. Mm-hmm. There's another one on Pittsburgh now that used to be, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He used to be on the Ravens last year. Came out of LSU. Patrick Queen. Yeah, Patrick Queen. Like, there's a bunch of really good linebackers, like in middle linebackers, that would go before Bernard would go. Bernard's been good. He's also been hurt a bunch this year, which I think that goes into account for some of this stuff too. But I like it. I think he could be someone who can make it there if he can hold up for a whole season.
Absolutely.
Him not, Benford not getting at least an alternate spot is crazy. Like, at least, Cook is the first alternate. You know what I mean? It's crazy that that's the case. Let Allen get 270 passing yards and then bench him. Allen, I'll be surprised if Allen even throws the ball this week.
Yeah, he may just hand it off.
Right? Hand it off.
And if he does, it's going to be like a screen, a little bubble screen or something. Right?
They're not taking any chances with that guy.
A pop pass,
right?
Oh, man.
I just
that'll be his one pass, a pop pass. Here we go. I'm done.
Hey, I'd like to buy some merch, and I get a thank you.
Hey, Chewy.
Bernard's just not been as good this year. I think he's missing the splash plays. He's made a few early in the season, but the last few weeks he just hasn't quite hit the splash plays yet. I wonder if it's going to be a blowout.
That's a good question. What do you think?
It's going to be a low-scoring game. I think the Bills are just going to run the shit out of the ball the whole game.
God, because I think Mitch is so terrible. I gotta be honest.
But you're going to see. I think you're going to see Mike White.
Well, you're going to see Mike White. He might do something. So I don't think it's going to be super low scoring, Mikey. I think it's going to be in the 20s somewhere.
Yeah.
I hated Webb Davis.
Davis Webb,
I meant. I hated him. He was on the team, last year, right? And I was like, this guy's so terrible. Remember they were hyping him up?
He's actually a quarterback coach now.
Fine. But quarterback, sorry. Pass. It's a hard pass.
So was Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell wasn't a good quarterback in the league either, but he's a really good head coach.
No, I get that, but they were hyping him up for his play, not his coaching ability.
No.
Remember?
I've only ever seen him.
Then he got hurt, and that was a wrap. I think he got hurt, right?
Something happened. Davis Webb was the one on the Bills.
Yeah, I know. I thought he got hurt, Davis Webb. He got hurt in a game.
No,
I thought he got hurt in a
never played-
preseason
he
game.
never played
I
for us.
swear he got hurt in a preseason
No.
game or something like that.
The
All right.
one that got hyped
Could be
up
wrong.
that played against us was Duck Hodgins. Remember when they said Duck Hodgins was better than Josh Allen?
No, I remember that. No, I'm not talking about Duck. The Duck man. No. He
That
was
was funny.
terrible. Yeah. Where is that guy?
I'm not sure.
UFL probably or something like that.
No, I think he's doing something else, but he's like engaged or dating some country music star.
All right, good for the Duck.
Yeah. If Allen gets first
man.
team All Pro over Allen, then you know who's getting the MVP. I think Hamlin's not coming back. I don't think Hamlin's coming back either. There's a good chance Hamlin doesn't even start in the playoffs. They're talking about Bishop taking a spot.
I
for the
know,
playoffs.
man.
How
bad is this injury though? Or are they just going? Or maybe it's not as bad as they're saying, and they're liking what they see from Cole Bishop.
It was rib. It was his ribs. He
I know, but I'm saying, is it as
he's
bad
back
as
this week? He's back this week.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, but they're saying that they loved what Cole Bishop did with.
I know.
Last week.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Very interesting to see what happens in the playoffs.
Do you think Vaughn will play against the Patriots if he gets one more sack? It's another $1.5 million for him. I think so.
Yeah, they go, hey, Vaughn, we're gonna have you sit down. Right?
No.
Pagula says, I need you to.
Yeah, no, I think they absolutely play him. I do.
Pagula, what the hell is he doing in there, man? Get him out. Oh my God.
Yeah, Groot didn't get snubbed. Groot had a good season. He doesn't have the sacks because you have Garrett, Henderson, Crosby. Then there's other guys out there too. You know, I think TJ Watt's considered an outside linebacker, but but then you also have like Bosa and Mac and a bunch of other dudes out there that have had really good seasons. Like I love what Groot's done. He just doesn't have the sack numbers for it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
9 Raven Pro Bowlers. Eagles have 6. Bills have 2. Dion gets in every year because he's a promotion machine. Right there's proof of who's MVP. I heard multiple, writers who have votes talking about that.
Damn, Ravens 9. Goodness,
Ravens had 9 Pro Bowlers.
Wow. See, I don't even pay. I haven't paid attention to the Pro Bowl guys in ages because it's so terrible.
How did one of the Bills defensive linemen not get a Pro Bowl? It's insanity to me. Everyone doesn't think the Bills defense is good at all. How does only one Chiefs defender? How does Trent McDuffie not get a Pro Bowl?
Yeah, that's true.
He's one of the best corners in the league.
But that's why sometimes, guys, you got to just stop paying attention to stuff like this because it's, the deal. If you know the team, you really watch the NFL, you understand what the players are doing out there, and who cares? Like, I know it sucks for the players because I know don't they get like some of them are in their contracts, they get like incentives or whatever, making a Pro Bowl, you get an extra $200K. Like that sucks. Like I get that for the player, but for fans, honestly, at this point, guys, it's a bullshit thing, bro. It really is. The game is crap. The event's garbage. It used to be fun. Like it used to not be bad. And it's total crap now. So who cares? At the end of the day, who cares?
Colin comes and says, I just don't understand why nobody wants to see Cook get paid. He's got the most touchdowns of any running back in the league, and he's been amazing for us. It's not that I don't want to see him get paid. I don't want us to pay him top of the market running back money.
Yeah.
I don't want us to put the investment in there. I love Cook, and I hope he gets paid. I just don't know if I want the Bills to put that much money into a running back.
I also want to say touchdowns don't always mean everything. I mean, there was a guy with the Lions like 2 years ago that had like 20.
Jamal Williams, and he hasn't done nothing in the
he hasn't done shit. So, and I'm not comparing him to Cook. Cook's a better running back, but I'm just saying, like, you can't. Like, I look at Cook as being a really, really good running back. He's done well from us. He's worked out as a draft pick. But can we get that from another guy with this offensive line? I honestly think so. And I could be wrong, but I don't see Brandon Beane paying for James Cook when he can go and probably find that in the draft again. And then you have Ray Davis here, who's a pretty good RB2, possibly RB1, depending on how they see him. So that's how I see the Cook
There's nothing
situation.
I've seen from Ray Davis the last
No,
of games.
you're right. He's had, but he's also hasn't had a lot of opportunities, and sometimes running backs need opportunities to get going. So I want to throw that out there too. But they could always draft another running back and hit on another running back. There's running backs are all, you can find them in the draft all the time, bro. They're all over.
Yeah. Zay Flowers should not be in the Pro Bowl. You're right. Brian Thomas Jr. should be.
I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah.
He had a great season for a rookie. Really did.
Jones said he moved the Bills down because they didn't. Yeah, they moved. He not only did he have him at 6, he moved him down from 4 to 6 because he said they didn't start fast enough in the 40-0 lead.
Oh wow, sorry, Keyshawn. Sorry, we didn't please you.
Yeah. Do you think the Bills still regret not getting Worthy in the draft? No, I don't. I don't think they ever regretted not getting them.
No,
I don't think there was ever a regret in their mind.
Look at
if they wanted Worthy, they would have taken him.
Look at Keon. Look at Keon and Worthy's stats this year. Neither one of them has like gone past the other one. Like it's
let me ask you
close what they've done. Yeah.
Do you look at Worthy's game and see it fitting into the Bills' offense? I don't.
I don't think we would use him right because that's not what we do, right? Like he fits perfect over in KC, but we have a guy that's a 4-3 guy in Hamler where we haven't even played that we could be doing trick play. Like that's not we're not a gadget type offense like the Chiefs. I'm saying they're all gadget, or the Lions, but they run way more gadget plays than we do, right? And that's beneficial for a guy like Worthy and his speed. If he came here, guess what? We would probably use him the same way we're using Curtis Samuel right now. And people would be like, bro, you know what we would hear, Mikey? You guys drafted Xavier Worthy. He hasn't done shit all year. Yeah. Right? I'm telling you. Because we wouldn't use him how they're using him.
I think Coleman fits better into our system and Worthy fits better into their system. I don't think it would have been a good fit. If we didn't take Coleman, I think I would have taken the kid in LA.
Which one's that? Which guy's that?
I'm trying to think of his name. The little white kid with the Chargers.
Oh yeah.
Georgia.
Fuck, I can't
think of his name.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, McConkey. Thank you. I would take McConkey. Okay. Or I would have taken Troy Franklin Jr. Troy Franklin was wide open against in overtime against the Bengals, and Bo Nix missed him.
So if you want to hear, if you want to compare, but 638 for Worthy on the season. Coleman has 525 with a month of games missed. I don't think Worthy missed any. I could be wrong, but I don't think he missed any. 4 touchdowns to 6 for Worthy. I mean, it very close. I mean, these aren't like Worthy didn't like smoke them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think. I think it's fine. Like, no one's going to look back on this draft and be like, because we were hearing that early on. Oh, man, Worthy's going to be the fastest guy in the NFL. Is going to be Tyreek Hill. Like, he's not. No.
It's also year one. Give the guy a chance.
Well, right now, it's not. But I don't think he's not a Tyreek Hill built one. No,
Tyreek's built like stocky.
Right. He's like a little tank that's fast as shit. Right. They're just different.
Tyreek's one of one. He's a different breed.
Like I'm telling you, Worthy in that offense is great, and it could get better. But I just feel like he's more of what Andy Reid likes to implement, and that's gadget type. Go deep here and there. Let's do a pop pass. Let's do a jet sweep. Like that's what he's. I think that's what he's going to be there.
Also, raw as a route runner, and you
very
saw
raw
it many times as a receiver.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where he just couldn't get the feel for the sidelines, and he's missed big plays because of it.
Yeah, against us. Yep.
Absolutely. DG comes in and says, Sports Track places Cook's market value at $8 million, 4 for 32 for what that's worth. I wouldn't hate that.
Couldn't even pay Derrick Henry $8 million.
I wouldn't hate that because I think Bean would figure out a way to structure it right to where it doesn't hurt us. If that's what it is, I'd be okay with that. I don't want to see us paying him 10, 12.
No, because why? You could have got Derrick Henry at 8 then.
You could have got at 10, 12, you could have got Saquon.
Right. It's a say. So, like, now all of a sudden you feel comfortable spending that kind of money on a running back? That's nowhere near, no offense, but nowhere near a Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley. No fucking way.
I'm with you on this. This is a really, really
It
deep
is.
running draft class.
Yeah.
Like Scatterbo.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Out of Arizona is going to be really good.
Obviously, Alston Jeffrey or whatever his name is. He's a beast.
There's the kid out of Ohio State too, Henderson, I think his name is.
Yeah, he looks good.
He's really good. There's a bunch of them, and there's a bunch of deep ones, like the Neal kid out of Kentucky, who's really good.
So I mean, you don't think the Bills will take a flyer on one of these guys? Of course they will. If they're late in the draft, why not? They're not going to not pass them up.
Watching Brian Thomas Jr. just breaks my heart of what could have been.
We would have had to trade up, man. We'd have to trade up to get him.
We traded down and ended up with our other defensive tackle, Carter.
Yep, Carter.
You know, it hurts.
It does. I would have loved him. Yeah,
I was pulling for us to take Lam McConkey, and he just had a great season. But he also plays the same position that Khalil plays.
I think, guys, I told you this to start the season. You're going to have to give Keon Coleman a little bit of time to see what we really have in him. I still think, kind of to Mikey's point on Worthy, like he's still raw. Like I think Keon Coleman's still raw a little bit. You could see something. Like him and Josh sometimes aren't always all on the same page. I think it's going to take him at least another year, maybe 2, for us to really see the full potential of Keon Coleman. Because I still think he can be a really good player, receiver. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You know what it's going to boil down to, Mikey? His work ethic in the offseason, like how he wants to improve as a player. You know what I mean? If he wants to take that next step. Some players don't, and they never improve, So we'll see what happens.
I did not say that, Colleen. I don't think you said that either, right?
Did you say that you don't think? No, I never said that.
Yeah, no.
I think I said what I said is if he doesn't get it, then just trash that a word, in my opinion, and I'm never going to talk about it again because it's meaningless. I do think he deserves it. I think he will get it, but once again, if he doesn't get it, guys, I'm done. I won't talk about it next year either. It's over with at that point.
Yeah. Cycle Jock comes in and says Coward says an early Bills exit equals McDermott's on the hot seat. I don't believe that, but I also don't think the Bills are going to be an early postseason exit.
I don't think so either, but I understand, to be honest with you, why he is saying it, because past history. Got a super chat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it, brother. After all the talking heads, love to put the Bills and Josh down, and they'll just keep doing it until we shut them up. Victory Monday, February 10th. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. I love it. I love that. There's a corner out there out of Kentucky that's really good. There's a lot of really good corners coming out this year too. People just aren't patient with projects anymore. Took a few years before Travis Kelce became elite with the Chiefs. That's true.
It's true.
Like people just say, like OBJ and Mike Evans and that crew that just popped on the scene right away.
Yeah, some do. Right.
And like that whole little draft class ruined it for everybody, because before that, it took a year, 2, 3 before you saw the investment. But once that crew happened, like everyone wanted it right now.
Absolutely. Another name I'll throw out there. How about this? Spencer Brown. That a lot of Bills Mafia was like, oh, this guy sucks. Can't stand it. And look, it only took him to get healthy, work with Cromer, and now he's one of the best in the biz. So that goes to show you sometimes you do need to be a little bit patient with some of these guys, especially guys that are new to the position. Spencer Brown was fairly new to that position. Guys like Gregory Rousseau, who's fairly new to that position. Like you have to be a little bit of patient with these players. And I think that's why some of these players slip in the draft too. It's not like these are like guys that Brandon Beane's picking up like early top 10 and they're, they need their project guys. These are guys late first round, late second round, late third round, for the most part, that have potential, that have high ceilings, but are project players. And a lot of them have worked out, Mikey, a lot.
Mm-hmm. Wes England says Coleman will be good. It just takes time. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, Coleman, much like Spencer Brown, was a raw prospect.
Yep.
He's learning
basketball
the position.
Player,
Greg Rousseau, raw prospect. You know what I mean?
So I just said Greg Rousseau.
Greg Rousseau, Spencer Brown.
Dawson Knox was a raw prospect. Guy. Yeah, absolutely.
James Cook wasn't a featured back in college.
Absolutely, he had very minimal carries there. I remember he
was more of a receiver than an actual runner.
His tires were like brand new coming into the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think Dable gets fired. I thought his job was secure until he lost the 1 seed. Well, if he loses the 1 seed, not sure how tiebreakers work. I think he gets fired too.
That was terrible. What was it? I still don't get what they were doing last week. Why would you do that to yourself?
And then did you see Drew Lock putting the backpack on? Like he was all excited. Like
like
he hadn't done
like you're gonna be
all year. Like
you're gonna get a contract, right? Get out of here, Drew Lock.
Like oh my god. The Tommy is saying there's still hope for Nate Peterman.
Yeah. If he wants to go on America's Got Talent for throwing footballs like 100 yards into a bucket or something.
Every time I say that, every time I hear that name, I think of the way Rico says it. It's freaking hilarious.
I have no idea how he said it. Didn't watch.
Yeah. Keeping Jones was Dable's first bad move. Went down from there. And here's the thing: it wasn't Dable's move. Keeping Jones was the owner forcing Shane and Dable to keep him. The owner didn't give them a choice. And then when they re-signed him, it was the owner. That's
true. That wasn't it. You're right. That wasn't their choice. Yeah.
I think what's going to be the downfall of Shane and Dable is, not finding a way to re-sign Barkley and making him a priority.
But maybe what they maybe thought, and maybe the owner thought, is that Dable could do what he did with Josh Allen. With Daniel Jones.
But
and
Daniel Jones didn't have the talent that Josh had.
I know that. I get it. But some owners are looking at it like, he can run, I see the scrambling ability. I see the, okay, it's decent arm. Like, who knows what he saw, but he probably, and then of course, Brian Dable had the good first year, right? I think they made it the playoffs his first year, right? So
but they made it because he ran, not because he was throwing the ball.
No, I get it, but you see, I can see why the owner probably thought, "Oh, we got something here, right? He's gonna get Daniel Jones to be like."
Not only did they make the playoffs, they beat the Vikings in the first round of the playoffs.
Right? It's embarrassing, Vikings. Yeah, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with him, but you can't. I always say this: if a quarterback can get you fired. Right, real quickly. So they've made some mistakes. And look at the Jets. Quarterback got that dude fired, bro. Couldn't get it right on Zach Wilson. Couldn't get it right on Aaron Rodgers. Goodbye, Robert Saleh, the GM. See you later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Joe Douglas.
Right. Yeah. Goodbye.
Winston's right. Even Chris Jones, who's probably the best DT in the league right now. Wasn't phenomenal right away. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
On the Diggs trade, did we get a first round pick or second? We got the Vikings second round pick. They were supposed to be bad this year. Goddamn Sam Darnold decided to show up and play ball.
I know.
But you know what? I gotta tip my cap to Slinging Sammy.
Sure.
How about a guy who went through a ton of shit to figure out how to come through clean on the other side.
Right.
Oh, that is very nice of you, Cat and that.
You had a bounce back.
You gifted 5 memberships.
Yep, nice I got you. Oh, man, appreciate you.
What's going on, Mike? You're late to the party tonight. It's all right. We're just chilling. I mean, there's not really much to talk about this game because no one's going to play, so there's no real keys to the game. It's just
I got some storylines if you wanted me to run through them, but
we can go through them. Let's get through the chat first, and then we'll get to it.
Yeah.
I heard Romo groan when Josh threw that TD to Keon. Probably thought I was going to throw a pick. Yep. But Tony doesn't have never had that type of talent. Can we get the second round pick instead of Vikings? Yeah, I wish, right? No, the Trailers was like in second. I'll take the Texans. Can we do a trade? I'll take that.
I wanted to play this when we were talking about Brian Dable. Hold on.
You're fired.
Fired.
That's what's about to happen on Monday. Black Monday coming. A lot of coaches
We're going to be playing that clip.
Coach getting canned this year? Who's the surprise coach?
Gosh, surprise. I would say the Bengals coach because not a lot of people are talking about it. Not that I've heard of. I would say the Bengals coach will get fired. I thought Mike McDaniel would. I'm wrong. Captain D said the owner gave him the game ball.
Oh my God!
I'm like,
serious?
what? Right. So clearly, the owner loves what he got going on with Mike McDaniel and Greer. So apparently they're staying. I really thought they would be done with McDaniel. But I'll say the Bengals coach. I just feel like you have some unbelievable.
What about Indy's coach, Steichen? With all the crap that's coming out of there.
Total letdown, and then you had the thing with your quarterback early in your season. You bench him, you put him back in. Like, yeah, maybe a little dysfunction going there. Maybe you need somebody, a new voice in the room to get things right. So yeah, possible.
He is on. Cook is on the right trajectory. Every year he's gotten better. So if we did sign him, I'm not going to kill Bean. He knows what he's doing. Maybe this is the year that people lay off a Bean and say he knows what he's doing.
Yep. Sorry, Spin.
I didn't win the lotto. Bummer. That sucks.
Man, yeah, it sucks, dude. Sorry.
Oh, Sammy Dollars going to quickly find out what the playoff speed is about. We'll find out. Shit, he's 14-2. Doing something
Thought you
right.
had a chance.
I was hoping that second we got from Minnesota was going to be a close third. I was hoping, it was a close one. I was hoping it was like, a top 5 pick.
Yep.
When I heard Darnold was playing, I'm like, oh, he hasn't been good anywhere he's played.
Yeah, Spin, absolutely. That's absolutely they will. Yes. And we'll be right back here talking about how they're predicting us to finish third. You know who they're going to have next year? The Patriots. I have the Patriots winning the division.
It's going to be Miami. Miami's going to win the division. The Patriots
I know, but
second. The Bills are going to be in third.
Right. I'm just saying, like, I can just already hear it now. I can already hear it.
McGenius. They love him there. I don't get it. Hey, Tommy, does Jim Cook's dynamic nature mean he fits into the system better than Derrick Henry? That is great.
That's good. That's
all right.
Good.
Pop it up, Tommy. What do we got?
All right, here we go. We got some storylines brought to you by Bills Wire. Thank you, Bills Wire. All right, plans for the starters. All right, the Bills starters could play or not. Most won't. Buffalo head coach Sean McDermott announced that some will sit and some could play. In terms of the latter, a player like Damar Hamlin is the one to watch, but you said he's not playing, correct, Mikey?
Who?
Damar Hamlin.
No, Damar's playing.
Oh, is he? Okay, there you go. So Buffalo starting safety is now healthy. He's missing time with a rib injury. Sounded like someone such as Hamlin could see playing time just to get a bit of rust off before the postseason, which makes sense. Others might fall.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
He may actually play the whole game.
He might need to. He's been out a while. Others might fall in the same category too. We won't know those final choices on players until right before kickoff, as McDermott always keeps his cards close to his chest. This all relates to the Bills already having locked up the number 2 seed in the upcoming AFC postseason.
All right, before we move on, two things. One, I want to hit Colleen. Did they say, there's a lot of like the talking heads saying they don't think Josh is going to win it. And they're like, there's like an actual smear campaign type stuff going on out there about Josh not winning it. It's crazy what they're trying to do. Now to the roster for tomorrow, guys that I don't think will play at all.
Okay.
I think Dawkins starts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I think he's going to only play while Josh is in there. Then he's going to be gone. Same with McGovern. Yep. Same with Brown.
Spencer Brown. Yep.
I think all Torrance. Of them except maybe Edwards or Torrance. One of them is going to play a little bit more because because we're going to have I think we call up Clapp so we have a full backup, offensive line. But I think one of them's going to stay ready as a backup in case something happens.
That makes sense.
On the defensive side, I think Rousseau sits.
Yep.
But I think he's the only one who actually sits. Him and Ed are the two on the defensive line that sit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Ed's inactive. I don't think he has a jersey.
Yeah, I don't think he plays at all.
Because we're always
I would not play around with that boy. Nope.
Yeah, but we want all those other ones up. I think Vaughn could sit, but I think they're going to play him because they want him the chance to get the sack.
Get the money,
get another $1.5 million. And then Bernard's already out. Then I don't think you're going to see Douglas or you're going to see Benford.
Okay,
but you're going to see everybody else. I think
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I wouldn't play Amari, but they may because they may need to play.
I wouldn't risk it. Nope. I would.
But we don't have. But we don't have anybody else to call up at that
Figure
point.
it out. Figure it out who you want
to see how they play that out.
More Mac.
Also,
Hollins.
I think Kincaid sits. I think Knox plays, and I think Quentin plays.
Yeah, that I'm with you. I could see that happening as well. I'm just not. I'm not risking Amari. Anything can happen. I still don't think he's 100. I think he's close to it with his wrist. I'm not taking that chance, man. You see the difference with him in, and you see the difference with him out. Anything can happen. I'm not taking that.
I would take him out too. There's no point leaving him in there.
Absolutely not.
Sean said that Taylor Rapp will play alongside DeMar so they can sync back up and get on the same page. He's also doing to see what he liked better. Rapp and DeMar, or Rapp and Hamlin, or Bishop and Rapp.
Rapp, yeah. Good point.
Because you might see them both. You might see Hamlin and Bishop both playing tomorrow next to Rapp at some point to see which one he likes better.
Good point.
Josh Allen hate is getting old. It's getting real old. But it's why Josh Allen just says doesn't pay attention to it anymore. He's like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
Josh Allen has one other teammate making the Pro Bowl. Lamar has 8. So sick of this shit. It is what it is, guys. We'll have to wait to see how it plays out.
Solomon, that's an interesting one to watch.
You're going to see the Solomon get a lot of reps. I bet you
Absolutely.
see Solomon get a bunch of reps. I see Smoot. I see AJ. You might even see Q Johnson at the end.
True.
Because I think Vaughn will play early, but I think he's going to be done. So I think Rousseau, Vaughn are going to be done early. I think the rest of them are going to rotate. But I bet you in the second half, you're going to see a lot of Solomon.
Yeah,
a lot of Solomon. And I hope we do. I want to see that guy get work. Putting Mike White on the active roster gives them one more practical call up. It does. But it'll be interesting where that's at. Is that a KC2 Hill for tomorrow? Or is that KJ Handler finally getting the call up, as wide receiver? Maybe they sit Coleman down, and go and give KJ some run. Because Keon's going to get the work. Mac's going to get the work. Maybe Shakir sits down with KJ coming up.
Yeah, maybe. Shakir's been rusty. I don't know lately. He's not been on his A game, so I don't know if they maybe want him out there.
Maybe they want him
just to get him back on track. That's true. That is true too. We could be dealing with something we don't even know. Yep. I have no idea, but you might be right. Maybe he does need that break.
They because he missed multiple weeks, the last few weeks. They said it had something to do with the sync. So he said. And how much he's liked seeing Bishop and Rapp together. He wants to see how Hamlin has come back and see which one he likes better.
Which makes sense. That makes sense.
A bubble wrap Amari, right?
Absolutely. You see what he could do on the field, man.
I'm looking forward to Buffalo Joe too. I like him. He
Absolutely, man. He's so young. Dude looks like he's still in high school, bro.
just fresh out of college. All right,
let's get to it. Josh's plan. The starter first of the starter first of the mind of many in Buffalo is Josh Allen. The quarterback could have quite a quick cameo in New England. Allen has made 114 consecutive starts. That's the longest active streak in the NFL and the 13th longest streak for a quarterback in NFL history. McDermott admitted the plan is to keep that streak alive for Allen, meaning all he has to do is take the first snap of the game for the Bills to be considered the starter to keep his streak alive. Allen could quite literally take the first snap and leave the game in favor of quarterback Mitch Trubisky. And that's absolutely true. And it could be. That definitely could be the case.
Can I tell you what I want to see?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to see Josh take the snap, hand it to James Cook, him bust like a 70-yard touchdown run, and then they just leave the field together.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
He gets his 1,000 yards. He gets the tying touchdown, and then the next series out is Mitch. And all the starter offensive line's gone, and all the backups are in.
I'm with you there. Yeah. That's just
one play touchdown, be done with it. That'd be
injury free, baby. Injury free.
Yes.
Want me to get to the next one? You want to answer something? Okay.
No, go ahead.
All right, next up, and here what we've been talking about, and the MVP. With that Allen decision, some might have the 2024 NFL MVP award in mind. Could Allen play more than just one snap to further make his case? That would be something and silly of the Bills to do, and I agree. Like other starters, don't expect any hits about the plan in the coming days. I'm with you, and we can move on from that because they're not.
Before you move on to the next one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I love this name. Hashtag cover Kels. Bills DT are very mid statistically. I'm hearing no pass rush gives us in the playoffs. That's very true. That's usually when we don't get after the quarterbacks. Usually when we get in trouble.
Yeah, and Ed Oliver in the middle. The problem with him is he has games where he is super effective, but it just depends on the guy next to him. If Daquan's having himself a game, Ed Oliver's having himself a hell of a game, right? And then our outside edge. I mean, honestly, Rousseau creates pressure. It's just we don't get home. So against the rush is where we are weakened. We're not big, on the defensive line, and teams do expose us a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, but this is not a new thing for the Buffalo Bills defensive line. So this is nothing new. This isn't like, I can't believe this is happening this season. We've been dealing with this issue for quite some time. So until they address it, either free agency or in the draft, and get somebody that's effective next to Ed Oliver, it's going to remain the same.
It'll be interesting to see how we scheme it as well. Most of the time in the playoffs, we've just run the 4-man,
correct.
Front. We just rush the 4. No games, no stunts, none of that.
Nope.
If we come out and do kind of like what we did with the Lions, where we started, coming up with different ways to send the 4,
which I would hope, right,
and get a little more creative, you might see our defense get home more.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, we've blitzed more this year than we have in a long time. So
we have. I just want to see more exotic blitzes from McDermott and Babbage. Like, send the linebacker blitz here and there. Send the corner blitz. We did one. What was it last week when we sent?
That was against the Lions.
I'm sorry. You're against the Lions.
We ran the double
Bedford,
blitz, double corner blitz,
and it was beautiful. It got home, right? Like that's what I want to see. More linebacker blitzing. Like we know Bernard and we know Matt Milano can get home. Like, we've seen it, so we just don't do it a lot. I would hope McDermott runs some exotic blitzes,
simulated stuff.
Yes. He doesn't need to do a crazy amount, but
he doesn't need to send 5, send 4.
Right.
Send
right. It doesn't need to be all out, but yeah, let's get a little creative there with their blitz packaging.
Mm-hmm. Josh will start and keep handing the ball off until James Cook at 19 yards, and they both sit down. We need a Virgil Tutty. The problem is Virgil's out of call-ups. You won't see Virgil. You won't see Virgil, or you won't see Shaver. They're both out of call-ups.
Sorry, Virgil.
Yep. Hoping Ed got D Jones a nice gift for his extension a few years back, right? We need to see that version of
that's the Daquan we're absolutely. Like, if that guy can come, but the problem is, man, coming off injuries like that and aging, it's tough, man, to get back like the way you were the very following year. And I think that's what's happening right now with Daquan, man. I really do. And maybe who knows? Maybe he's been getting healthier as the season goes, like getting back on track. Maybe we get that Daquan in the playoffs. Maybe we see a different Daquan in the playoffs. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm. Captain Matt comes in and says, any thoughts on who you'd like to see us play in the playoffs? Me, I don't care. I don't really give a crap who's in there. Here's the thing. If for some reason the Bengals got in, wouldn't it be awesome if Josh could go and beat Burrow, Lamar, and Mahomes to get to the Super Bowl?
Oh my God. Yeah, that would be something.
Wouldn't that shut the media up of all shut-ups?
You can put that in that'd be something to put in your book. Check. Super Bowl.
Shut
check.
up about it. Right. Mike with the Super Chat. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you very much.
I'm really glad that people like that, because I was like, at first, when I first set this train horn up, I'm like, damn, I wonder if people are gonna get really annoyed of it. And I'm glad you guys love it, man. Yeah,
this Mikey right here.
Mikey at first he did, but I think he's coming around to it. I think he is.
Yeah, but on my fantasy podcast when you first did it, Scott just kept paying for it. I'm just like, and then it just became a thing.
Yeah, train horn. Like, Mikey's like, damn that train horn.
I'm so sick of that train horn. If they said, Tommy, Mikey, you pick our first with equal talent between DT and Edge, who do you take? If the Edge is a one tech, I take or if the DT is the one tech, I take the DT.
Man,
I think interior is a bigger issue for the Bills.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mikey on that one. I totally agree. You collapse the pocket and the interior, then the edge eats, man. It's where our weakest area is right now of the line.
I want them to play the Cincinnati's and the Ravens. Cincinnati's. Josh beating those three would be the ultimate J17. Fuck you. Yes, it would.
Right. It really would be.
And I'm with you, Colleen. If they don't give it to him this year, it's just like it is what it is. They're not going to. So let's just stop talking about it and pay attention to it. I just can't stand the
Houday. And I think the Jaguars have something similar, right? Don't they? Like they're the Houdat or Houdays. I know.
No, the Saints. The Saints.
Is it the Saints? Okay, because they're right. They have something very similar.
The Saints have it.
I think there's let's see here. One thing to play for. We have actually one more after this. Well, there's one goal the Bills could achieve in New England. If Buffalo wins, it's a clean sweep against the AFC East in 2024. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about this. That's no easy goal at all, and it's something worth celebrating. Absolutely. The Bills backup players will have that too. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Duh.
Why we didn't think of that? Because we clinched like 6 weeks ago.
You're right. We didn't play the Patriots until
we had already clinched, so it didn't matter.
I know.
That's why we never thought of it.
I really did. I don't know why I didn't, but that's really impressive. It is. No matter how shitty they've been, it's still a division game. You still see them twice a year. Most division games in any division is tough, right? Even the Bears sometimes they put up fights, right? So for us to do that, if we do that, that's awesome. I love it.
Roy, why would you even put that out in the ether? Beat Burrow, Jackson, Mahomes on the way to the Super Bowl, only to lose the Darnold in the big one.
No, that's not.
Why would you put that out in the ether?
All right, come on, Roy. Damn Roy.
So disappointed in you.
Unbelievable.
6-0 division. You were projected to finish third.
You know what I got for you, Roy, on that damn comment?
Okay.
Right.
All right, last one. Hey, look at their future. In terms of the Bills, this factors in many backup players getting extensive play time. Could be pieces to watch for in the future. Second-round rookie safety Cole Bishop comes to mind. This more applies to the Patriots. New England head coach Jared Mayo had an interesting decision to make this, and he's made his choice. He will play all his starters, including rookie Dre May. This is big news in the NFL because of the 2025 draft. The New York Jockeys, the New York Giants. I called them the New York Jockeys. You know what? I'm going to stick with that. The New York Jockeys shockingly won last week and no longer hold the number 1 overall pick like they previously did. Thanks to tiebreakers, the Patriots and Giants Patriots and Jockeys both have 3-13 records, but it is New England now slated to hold the top selection. The Pats could bin off this game, play their backups against Buffalo in an effort to tank and keep that top selection. They could still lose to the Bills, but they'll be trying not to. Furthermore, Buffalo can get another dose of May. While no one is in Western New York wants to hear that Patriots might have a quarterback for the future, May isn't doing so bad. He could be the answer. That's worth watching even for the Bills. Mikey, what do you think about that? Yeah, you know what?
First off, where they get their information, because they've already ruled out 3 of their starters, and like 4 or 6 more are game time decisions, including Drake May. So you have no Christian Gonzalez, you have no Jabril Peppers. Their starting center is out, and then there's another guy out, and then of their other guys who are questionable, it's like Drake May and a bunch of their other linemen and some of their key defensive starters are all questionable. So don't tell me you're going to play your starters to win this game.
Right? No, fuck no.
And
I call
bullshit.
Roy.
Now that is a lie.
You know you got my picture still on your wall. You're never getting rid of that picture.
Mike Wright. But Josh Allen playing the best football, and Diggs fell off, before our eyes last playoffs. Diggs didn't play his best at the end of last year. That's for sure. Dose of May. That sounds creepy.
Give me a dose of May.
Who writes this stuff?
Hey, it's my silent co-host, Bill's Wire.
That never disagrees with Tommy, so he loves them.
Yeah, and if I don't like what they say, I'm going to tell them, and they're going to shut up.
I'll be happy to lose the game on Sunday to the Pasties as long as we win our next 4. I'm okay with us losing this week too. Let's knock them out of the 1 seed. I also would like to see us go 14-3 and shut everybody up.
Absolutely.
Buffalo's backups will be.
I believe so. I do. I think we win this game.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good song,
Tommy.
Under the Bridge, love it. Yeah.
It is. It's a great song.
Are you ready to get to the score prediction?
Yeah, I guess. We doing that this week? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Be the X factors with the backups.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that's fun with the backups. Let's do only backups, obviously.
Yep. Right.
So go ahead.
Score prediction. I'm gonna say 26-13.
Whoa. All right. Buffalo, I'm assuming. Okay. I'm going to go 27-14. Buffalo.
Okay.
Whoa.
One point up each way.
I got one. Yeah,
got
one.
You.
Got a
I
one
got
up.
You.
Yeah.
All right. X factor for offense. Ray Davis.
Whoa. All right. Okay. All right. I like it. Offense. Backups.
If you want Ray Davis, I got another one.
Nope. I'm going to do it. Mike White.
Mike White?
You heard it here.
Whoa. It could also be a Dawson Knox game.
Ooh, it could be. You're right. But I'm sticking with my Mike White.
Okay. I like it.
All right. What's your defense?
You know who's really going to be? It's going to be Matt Collins.
He sets the all-time NFL receiving record, 350 yards,
23 catches for like 289 yards and
4 touchdowns. Yeah. He's unstoppable.
Mike
put
White,
him in kick return
to Matt Collins all day.
Right. Yeah. Dude, people are like, what the fuck? Matt Collins like, pay me now. Pay me.
Defense. Who's gonna be our? The easy one is Buffalo Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to go the easy route.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Solomon.
Damn it! You took my damn thing. I was gonna say Solomon. All right, damn you.
Okay, you gonna say Solomon? I'll
yes.
say Phillips.
Whoa, my guy, you son of a! You're taking Jordan Phillips. Son of a bitch.
You just want Solomon.
Fine, I'll stick with Solomon.
or I won't take Jordan Phillips. It's gonna be a Kyrie Elam game. He's gonna have
Kyrie Elam. Whoa. All right.
Everyone's crapping on him.
All right.
Come back and have a day.
Okay. All right.
Here we go. 17-9 Buffalo.
They're not as high on the score.
21-13.
We're being really nice to this Mike White guy
and
Trubisky.
See how he does without Allen under center. That's exactly what this is.
You know, it's Van Pran. Van Pran. He probably get the start.
Yeah, he won't start. He won't start because Josh is going to start.
No, I know that. But when he comes in,
he's got the whole game.
Yeah, Van Pran, baby.
My guess is you're going to have Grable at left tackle. You're going to have Clapp or Edwards at left guard. You're going to have Van Pran, and then you're going to have Alec Anderson, and then you're going to have Vandermark.
RVD. I love that name. Everyone's like RVD.
Yeah, I love it. We have the SVP and RVD.
That's right.
You know, and Alec Anderson's is
JA-17. I mean,
JA-17.
We're just really lazy on our.
We got Agent Zero.
Yeah, Agent Zero.
And a puffy coat.
And Groot. We got a lot of nicknames here.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God, Big Ed.
Yeah.
God.
But nothing for Epinesa. He still doesn't have a nickname.
No, he's still AJ. Yeah. Damn it, AJ.
Blossom is a goated show. It is.
Oh, Blossom. Oh, good Lord. No. Did you just say that?
No. Okay. No.
No.
Blossom is the worst ever.
No, I thought you were talking about the Nate Peterman signing.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Blossom TV show with the girl with the hats.
Goated, you know.
No.
Little Rob Van Dam.
Oh, because he's talking about Joey.
Yeah.
Brother. I was like, what is he talking about Blossom for? It's terrible.
Because
but yeah.
You have the whoa.
Well, he was a cool guy. Joey Lawrence. Whoa. What if you met? I know it's off topic.
Oh, we have the snowman.
What if you? Oh, you're right. The snowman. What if you knew somebody that said that a lot in conversations? Yeah. Whoa. Like said it like that.
I probably wouldn't hang around.
No. What he was a great guy.
Really quick.
Really?
I get annoying real quick.
So like you guys go to like get like a good piece of pizza. He's like, whoa. You would be embarrassed.
Pizza. No, we don't do that.
Imagine watching
I probably let the first or second one go, but after the second one, gotta smack that crap right out of him.
Mikey's watching a Bills game and every play.
First off, I don't watch Bills games with anybody, so that'll never happen.
No, you're not inviting Joey Lawrence to the game? Okay. No. Damn it.
Who's MH13?
Micah Hyde? No, it can't be because he's 23.
No. Mac Hollins.
I don't know.
13.
Isn't that what we call him?
James Cook. 4. They call him Jimbo.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. Yeah. You're shortening it. Yeah, Jimbo. You're right. Jimbo is his nickname. But I'm like,
yeah. I want to see the fat guy Tutty to break it. Oh God, that would be beautiful. What if it's like a Tylen Grable or, maybe they put Dion in for as the extra tight end. For this game, and he's the guy that goes out and catches the pass.
They could, yeah. I'd rather not though, in case he fucking rolls his ankle trying to catch it or something.
No baby Dion, huh?
You know how pissed we would be, like if we're like bring out Dion for a touchdown, he gets hurt. Right? Like we'd be like, dude, we would be so mad at our coaching staff. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
I'd mule kick him in the throat.
My God. Oh man!
They call him Mac. They do call him Tarzan.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do call him Tarzan. That's funny.
He is really, by the way, really marketing his no shoes thing since he's gotten here, and it's smart because he's making money off that now.
Got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. Yep.
So strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, that's all I got. There wasn't a whole lot.
There wasn't, man. We had fun tonight with the chat, man. Appreciate all y'all. There is no more Fantasy Kingdom for the season, man. It's sad.
Yeah, that was.
That is
I did
sad.
win one of my leagues. I did win one.
Did you? I lost 101-99.
Oh, you lost?
Yeah, thanks to the overtime in Washington.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. You were
the
not
quarterback. Happy. Yeah, 2 point. I thought it was 102.99. It was actually 101.99. But he made it even worse. But tomorrow, guys, is the last episode or last podcast of AFC Shakedown for the year. That will be at 4:00, so you don't want to miss that. I should have everyone on because that is the finale, and everyone's going to give their takes, Mikey, of their team's season, which is great. Like, I want to hear everyone's takes, how they felt their team did, which I mean, mine's gonna.
The Jets have to say.
Mine's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
I want to hear what the Jets have to say.
But yeah, the Jets and the Dolphins, like Captain D should be there. Curtis, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. So,
what time's it at? Is the Cincinnati game over by then?
No, 4:00. I think that game starts at 4. Right? Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Sorry, guys. You can always catch a recap.
No. I'm asking because the pressure's put on them for. Sunday.
Yeah, no, but you can always watch a recap, guys, or watch while you're watching the game. It don't matter. Yeah. Anyways,
Spin comes in and asks, does Allen need to throw the TD or can it be anybody? Because if Allen needs to throw, it's need 2 more. It can be anybody. It's just they've had 13 different Bills players catch a touchdown, so they just need 1 more.
I'm dynamic. Yeah, I'm gonna be dynamic.
Allen can do what he wants as long as he doesn't.
Absolutely
right. Choo choo.
Yeah, Tom is going to be dynamic. Yes, absolutely. I am. Yeah, it's going to be on this one. Yeah. Matter of fact, Roy, probably moving forward because I was planning on probably making this my last season of the AFC Shakedown. But you know what? I said, F that, man. I'm going to bring it back again next season. But it's going to be on this channel because it's just too much of a headache to go around to each channel. So it'll be next year, always on Mafia Sports Report.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about, Mikey. Now Mikey's getting it. Yeah. Mikey knows. Now Mikey knows what's up.
I saw the choo-choo, so I put that in there, and then you said that it was coming back, so I won the high five.
I like it. Thank you, Mikey.
I'm Prison Mike.
That's right. I was already thrown to 13 different receivers in a season. He has. But 1 more breaks the record.
So. Yep.
All right, guys. Let's get out of here.
We're getting out of here, man. Hey, we appreciate you guys rocking with us as always. And I'll see some of you guys tomorrow at 4:00 for the AFC Shakedown. Thank you so much. And we will see you also pregame at 11:30 is going to be the pregame. It's always an hour and a half before kickoff. And then me and Mikey postgame right after. So, guys, thank you so much, Bills Mafia. We love you. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace. Bills.